Okay, and let me share my screen again. So don't do this. Don't do open a live account because you want to do a demo account. So you're going to go right here and you're going to sign up. So we're just going to fill in all of our information. You don't need to put a middle name unless you really, really want to. And we're going to put an email. The reason for the email is because that's where all of your information is going to go as far as Hugo's Way. And when you do a live account, this is where your login and your password is going to be. And once you get this password for your live account, you cannot change it. So this is where it's going to actually go. Okay, so, and like always, if you're someone like me that will forget a password, I suggest you write it down. Okay. Once you do create this, of course, you're going to have to say you're over 18. When you do, you're going to have to do an account verification. So I'm going to just go to my email. There is my account verification. You're going to go there and you're going to push complete sign up. So it's going to say, welcome to Hugo's Way. You're going to see where it says, welcome to Hugo's Way. You signed up. So once you hit complete sign up, this is where it's going to allow you to put more of your information. So you're just going to put more of your information right here. And of course, 469-586-4465. And this information you want correct as well because you are going to send verification information in. Of course, we're going to be a USD. I don't care about my date of birth, so. And of course, you're going to put this information. So all of this is already previously filled out. You're going to fill the rest of this out. Once you do that, it will create an account. This one is my old one, so let's put the new one in. Okay, once you do that, then here is your Hugo's Way. Here's your Hugo's Way. So I've already got a Hugo's Way created. So in order to do this, to do a demo account, for those who do not have a demo account already downloaded, you're going to go here, depending on which one you have, you're going to go, this is for MetaTrader 4. I'm sorry, for Apple products. Chromebooks, I would not suggest because those indicators will not work. You would have to degrade your Apple product that you paid so much money for in order to do that. So that's for the Apple product. This is for your computer. So you're going to come down here to your bottom left, allow it to open. Once it does open, you're going to give it permission to download, and you're just going to allow it to download. It doesn't take very long. We're doing MetaTrader 4. It's going to show some information on MetaTrader 5 as well. We don't do MetaTrader 5. We do MetaTrader 4. Once it's finished, just go ahead and click off. And of course, then your chart will come up. It will also give you some information about MetaTrader 5, which it is coming up on here. Just ignore it. You're not going to do MetaTrader 5, so you can click off. Normally, it will put information out here. This information right here on my screen, you don't need it. So you can, either way it goes, you can leave it there or you can delete it off. So once you have your demo account, I'm going to show you how to create that demo account. You're going to go to File. And as you see right here, I have quite a few of them. But right here, it's going to show, let me pull my screen up a little. It's going to show you your accounts. Your live accounts are going to say live. Some of them say real. Mine says live. Mrs. Stell says real. And then you're going to have where it says demo, where your accounts are demo. So I have quite a few. But to create another one, like I said, you can always bust these demo accounts and create a new one. You're going to go to File, Open an Account. Make sure it does say Demo Account. Make sure it always say Demo Account. Then you're going to make sure this is Demo Account right here. Don't mess with this at all. Demo Account, don't mess with New Real Account. And just create it. Your information may not be in here. You could put your information in here. Put your deposit, always leave it at the leverage 1 to 500. And then whatever you put in here, when I started out with, as you see with this account, how much it is. This is my demo account. This is the account that I play with once I made my goal. I made my goal this morning with 3,400 pips. So I'm good. I'm not going to trade in my live account anymore until tonight, once we trade, and in the morning when we trade. So once you do that, just hit next. This is your login information right here. So you need, and this, just in case you want to put it on your cell phone or your mobile device or a tablet, I would write this information down, this login number and your password. These cannot be changed. I don't normally write them down because I don't use them. So as you see, it's going to change my screen and it's going to put that new account in, which went down here at the bottom. So as you see right here, $5,000. So that is how you create a live account. So back to the Hugo's Way. So right now we're not gonna get into creating a live account because to do a live account, you need to have money in here. So I'm not gonna do a live account because most people right now, unless you're already in a live account, with this mentorship, should already have a live account. If you do not, then once Mrs. Stella gives you the permission, we'll show you how to do that live account if you do not know how. But to deposit funds, you could just basically see right here, and depending on how you do it, we will show you that later. So Mrs. Stella, is there anything else here that you would like me to show them?
Yes, the verification process, just because sometimes people think they can just come put in money and you can't. I would go, this is the first thing where she clicked. Go through that information, Miss Monica. Just that would be something that I want them to know.
Okay, give me just 1 second. On this one right here, you're going to go to documents. Since this is a brand new account for me, I would basically have to do the same thing. So you're going to go right here. You're going to do the proof of ID. So you're going to get your documents, whichever one you want to do. So we're going to go ahead and do driver's license, government issue ID, or passport. Most people do driver's license. If you have a passport, that is perfect too. So what you would do is you would basically go to wherever you have your information, even if you take a picture with your phone and download it to your computer or send it to yourself, and you're going to put that here. Once you do that, it's going to also, sometime depending on how busy they are, it could be a few minutes, it could be a few hours before they verify you. In order for you to be able to even put money into your account, you have to be verified. And in order for you to transfer it to your Hugo's Way, you have to be verified. You're not going to be able to go further without that. So since I don't have any information, I don't think I have it on my computer to even download a picture. Nope, I don't. So in order to do that, you would just send it to yourself and download it. And once you do that, it'll allow you to upload it. Once you do upload it, that's when they will get back to you. You cannot go any further with this information. You can't go any further with this account.
Ms. Monica, let me say something. On this one, when you do the picture of the front, they're actually going to ask the back of your driver's license as well, front and back. So make sure you take pictures of front and back, send it to your whatever pictures or whatever on your laptop. If you're doing it on your laptop, I recommend you do. And then they're going to ask for another document. They're going to ask for an electric bill, a bank account. So take a picture of that. That'll match the address on your driver's license. And if it doesn't, then you go right here and talk to them right here. They'll, on this live chat, you can talk to them and they'll kind of guide you through it. Okay.
See,
that was it, Ms. Mike.
when I actually set mine up, I didn't have to do the back or a bill. I just actually just done the front. So that's been a while. So that's something new to me. So after that, you can't do anything else with this. So that is it. So the one thing that I would actually start doing until they and they will email you and tell you that your documents are being verified. And if they are verified, if they're not, they'll say the documents, can't remember if it says rejected or declined, and they'll ask you to resubmit whatever they could not read or is not acceptable to them. So they will email it to you. But with this, that is about it. Is there anything else, Mrs. Stella, on this?
Not at this time. Thank
Okay,
you.
you're welcome. So is there anything else you need me to go over with them?
Take them into the MetaTrader 4 and kind of just go through the buttons, and so they can get how to download it. Well, you already showed them how to download it through the app.
Right. Okay. So there's also a way on MetaTrader 4 you can download it to your mobile device, but that's something different. I would rather show you on my phone than show you on my computer because it is a different process. It's not as easy as the MetaTrader 4 doing it on your computer. It is a little different because you do have to search for Hugo's Way. But on here, let me show you all of this. Of course, Mrs. Stella takes us through these, so that's why all my lines are still here. So I don't have any problem with that. So this button right here, this very first button with the green plus, of course, this is our major pairs. And then of course it shows all rest of them. And this basically just shows you everything that you're going to find in your symbols. Right here, this one I don't really deal with, so I don't touch it. Right here, this is our market watch. As you see, you can also pull the market watch from your view, or you can pull it from here and pull it right up. You could click it the same way and it'll go away, or you can press that little X and it'll go away. On this one, I don't mess with that data window either. This is the navigator. This is what shows your accounts and all your indicators. So this is showing your account. This is your navigator. If you ever want to know what it means, it's right here on the far bottom left. It says navigator. You can close this one the same way with that X, or you can just press that button again. And that is the Go folder with the gold star. With this one looks like I guess is a little chart or something like that. It's your terminal where your money is. So anytime that you do jump into a trade, let me change this real quick. I was actually trading a Forex pair. So let me change it. So if you actually went into and of course, on this, when you open your new account, do not click cancel. Because if you click cancel on this, you will not get out of this trade fast. You're going to have to, it's going to pull up a box and you're going to have to say, you're basically going to have to get out of it. So let's do this. Right now, US 30 is in the buy. This is a demo account. So I'm going to just click on it. Right here in the terminal, it shows you the order. And this order is going to match this right here. This number right here. This is where you just bought in and at that price down here. This right here is the time. Of course, this is going to be a time. It's not the 15th here yet. This right here is showing you what you got in. The type is a buy. Your lot size a dime. The symbol, of course, we know is our US 30 and the price that's over here that we got into it right here where this line is. This right here is our stop loss, which you can always set right here. You drag it down, drop it. Your stop loss is going to be right here at the same price where you dropped it. Your take profit is right here as well. You pull it up and you drop it. It's going to be right here. Right here is your price. This is the price that you got in at. So, I'm sorry, this is the price that this is at right now. where it's going right now, and that's going to show the price up here as well. So my screen is kind of messed up right now, but if you see this red, let me move this out the way. You see this red right here? It is going to show over here. You see this gray line with the white box? It's going to show over here. So that is basically showing you the US 30. Right here is going to be the commission. This is what Hugo's Way is going to pull for their commission. And this is what you are at right now. So you're negative $4.77. So that's what this is. So there's two ways that I know how to get out of this sale or this buy. One way is clicking that X. Next way is clicking the symbol and closing it. So that's how you do that part. Right here is, I don't mess with that, is strategy tester. This is the new order. This is the exact same thing as this, except you can choose your symbols as well on this. So you can choose your symbol. You can actually choose your lot size, your stop loss. The same way your stop loss was down here, you can do your stop loss from over here. Let's say you wanted to do a stop loss right here, 34864.40. You would stick that there and do your take profit the same way. Then you would hit buy or sell. And it will set everything that's on here down here. On this one, these I don't mess with. That's part of that MetaTrader 4 that I said you can actually delete. I don't mess with any of these. Mr. Stella's going to train us on this auto trade sooner or later. The reason that my bar candles are is pressed because most of the time we trade with candles, but on this part I'm going to take my Hakanashi candles off, and I'm going to, these are barred. These are just like candles, just like candles. You have your wick. Let me make them bigger so you can see. You have your wicks, your body, your wicks. So they're the exact same thing. You have your body, you have your wick. If you look at this one, this is the body, there's your wick. So it is the exact same thing. Your wick is down here, this is your body. And on the candles, you can make the candles any color you like. This is the color I do prefer. My buy candles are the clear ones. My sell candles are the white ones. So you can make those any color you want, and we can get into that later, but that is the color of my candles. And of course, this one is something that most people trade with that know what they're doing and how you actually do your support and resistance. But Mrs. Stella's teaching us a different way. This is far, far too far for some of us to understand how to do this. This, I don't even trade with that because I don't even know how. So with this one, I'm gonna put it back to the candles. With this, of course, this is make it bigger, make it smaller, zoom in, zoom out. We can make it as small to where you can just, it almost look like a line. You can't even see the candles. You don't want it that small unless you know what you're doing. This, of course, this is where you have two different screens. Right now, and I have two, normally there's four. And I do trade like this. The only thing about this is when you do that, sometimes it slows your computer down, and it also slows your timer down. When you do it like this, it's going, everything that shows on this one down here, it's not going to show over here. But you can also change things over here, just like this. But the only thing is my indicators aren't over here. I can put them over here, but I choose not to. So everything will only show up over here because I don't have all of this over here. But it, like I said, if I choose to, because I do have it, I can change it here, but we're not going to do that. So I just make this one bigger. So now that other one is gone at the bottom, you don't see it anymore. And the next one is right here. This, trying to wait on this to move out my way. This little L with the green, this is actually going to, and you don't really want it ever pushed in because it won't allow you to go back. It'll keep bringing you back. So what you do is you just push it out and push it back in. It'll bring you back to the end of the candles. Same with this one, it'll take you out and it'll bring you right back as well. This right here, I don't want to mess with that right now. This is this right here, this clock is the exact same thing as this, the exact same thing as the people that do actually have this. is the exact same thing down here as well. So let me go back to where I was. It'll just show you your clock. It is your clock. This right here is basically same thing that's over here as well, with your templates, this is basically something you don't need to worry about at this time unless you really know what you're doing. Like this one right here, we're going to always leave that out because this is your cursor. Right here is your crosshair. It basically it allows us to see where to get in at a time, how to measure pips, and it also allows us to be able to look at our price. Like if she told us to set our stop loss at 3458.4.67, this is how I do it. So I know exactly where to put it instead of trying to do it like this and then try to find where she said put it. So I would actually write it down and then I will put it there, even though that's not the correct number. You could delete that as well. And this one right here is, of course, our vertical line. We can put that anywhere. We can draw a line on any time that we like. This one right here is our horizontal line, which we can actually put for our support and resistance, or our, as I call it, floor and ceiling. So once you learn how to do this, and she does tell us where to actually place these. So you can see your lower low, your lower high, and you can just go from there. This one right here is your trend line. You just basically, some people don't mess with it because it's so confusing. Just take that and watch how many times each pip hits that line. And the rest of this, I am not trained on it, so I don't even bother with it. So I don't know anything about a Fibonacci. I know these are your texts, draw text, and your labels where you can just type something in, but I don't mess with it. So that is about it on that one, Mrs. Stella, unless there's something else.
You can stop the recording.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And stop the recording. And you want the host back? I can stop sharing too.
No, just keep you can keep your deal there if you'd like. Really, she went through this information, and do anybody have any questions before we move forward?
Good. How you doing?
I have a question.